It's the 23rd of April, 2026. Good afternoon and welcome to Good Afternoon Ghana here on Metro TV. Today is a good day actually because the Ghana Black Stars will have their new head coach, Carlos Queiroz, the Portuguese, being presented to the nation. And so we'll be bringing to you the live coverage here on Metro TV. In fact, we're asking what he's going to bring onto the table as the team prepares for the Summers World Cup. That's going to be the main conversation here on the show. And of course, we bring you the live broadcast from Alisa Hotel where the presentation will be happening. So we all get to meet this Portuguese trainer who is the new head coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Today, Phil John Corte will be joining me. We get into the conversations. We open the phone lines. What are your expectations of this particular coach? What do you make of his appointment? And do you think that he can help Ghana get back onto the front of African football? That is the conversation we're having on here today. My name is Desmond Okreku. So the program is being broadcasted live from our studios here in North Region, Accra, and across our social media platforms on Facebook, Metro TV Ghana, Instagram, TikTok, X. You can join us there, and also on DSTV channel 277 on the multi-TV digital box. You are live on there, and also on radio 94.1. You can tune in and listen to us. For now, we're going to do some news updates, and Helen Anyeweja is standing by for the latest updates. Hello, Helen. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you this morning. Hope you're well.
I'm okay. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't tell you, but I have a question for you.
Right.
Your favorite Black Stars coach ever?
Ever. I have a lot of them. If I start now, we'll not finish. I think all of them over the years have done so well, and it's just that sometimes hasty, changing them here and there. But I guess that's another topic for another day.
Okay, let me give you an example. Kusiapia, Otuado, Milovan Rajivat.
Oh, in all honesty, I loved all of them. I think they all did a very good job when they were in power at the time.
Then there's being political with this, but it's fine. That's fine. Take us away with the news.
Okay, all right, Desmond. Thank you very much. My name again is Helen Anyeweja. It is now time for us to get into the news updates, the headlines. Maseko issued 2-week ultimatum to government to complete works on a storm drain which has been abandoned for years. So coming up this afternoon, members of the Ghanaian community in Cape Town, South Africa, urged to take precautionary steps to ensure their safety as some citizens are set to protest over growing concerns about the presence of foreign nationals. Queiroz, the newly appointed coach of the Black Stars, will for the first time engage the media to present his vision for the national team. This and more coming up now. Do stay with us. Thank you very much for keeping us company. My name again is Helen Anyeweja, and we start from here. The High Commission of the Republic of Ghana in Pretoria has issued an official advisory following reports of an alleged attack on a Ghanaian national in South Africa. According to the statement dated April 22, 2026, the Commission said it had become aware of a circulating video that appears to show a Ghanaian being attacked by individuals believed to be affiliated with a political grouping during a street interview. The incident reportedly took place in Kliptown, a suburb of Johannesburg. The adversary is identified the interviewer in the video as Victoria Africa, who was said to have conducted the interview at the location where the alleged incident occurred. The High Commission noted that it is treating the matter with utmost seriousness and is confirmed that steps are underway to investigate the circumstances surrounding the incident. It further emphasized that any individual found to have engaged in unlawful conduct will be dealt with in accordance with South African law, as well well as existing bilateral understandings between Ghana and South Africa. While investigations continue, the Commission has urged Ghanaians residing in South Africa to remain calm, law-abiding, and avoid situations that could put them at risk. It also encouraged members of the Ghanaian community to report any related incidents or development through official communication channels provided by the mission.
Stop threatening us with prison. Stop threatening us with prison. It's either you join us in this fight, not unless niyohlangana nemambe ephuza umhluzi. Good morning, my good doctors. How are you? How are you, my good doctors? Anyone who is not a South African citizen, just because of their this side, please stabilize them. After they've been stabilized, you can discharge them. These people, they have too much privileges to have fights in our hospital. It ends here and it ends now. It's a South African public hospital. Anyone who's not a South African citizen here may please be stabilized. After that, they leave our hospital.
I just want to send a big thank you to our Patriotic Alliance team. We've been working well together before we even met each other, and now we get to meet each other and continue the patriotic work that we're doing.
Fixing this continent, this thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing Africa.
Let's do some politics now. As development analyst and member of National Democratic Congress communication team, Wanda Madilo has urged African leaders to create jobs for their citizens to discourage brain drain and migration to other countries. He also condemned attacks ongoing in South Africa. Meanwhile, communication team member for the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Ezekiel Ejekumo, says contests might be right, but actions that follow such contests are wrong. Also condemning attacks for foreign nationals in South Africa. Just for the hitches there, we'll bring you that story later on. Now, traders at Circle or Donna have staged massive demonstration over what they describe as total neglect and commitment on the part of government to fix uncompleted storm drain, which has been abandoned for years. According to them, failure to fix the storm drain will lead to a series of demonstrations until the storm drain is completed.
Of storm drains at Circle in Accra has led to serious public health and safety concerns. The reinforced storm drainage system constructed as part of government efforts to improve flood control and manage stormwater runoff has over the years fallen into disrepair. This neglect has resulted in fatalities, increased health risks, and worsening sanitation conditions in the area. Expressing their frustration over what they describe as years of inaction, traders at Circle staged a demonstration to register their grievances over the abandoned storm drain.
Because of that, policy now what they say 24 hours in economic market and encouraging biara circle your baby 24 hours market never to me heat and I drew a brainy day you know you dig that it is 24 hours in market to be I will be see region be a dipadia and you have seen circle my.
The traders have issued a 2-week ultimatum to government to fix the abandoned storm drain, warning that failure to act will result in a larger demonstration at the Jubilee House.
Anunti say ya de ma aswafo no na say aswafo na muayen ya ene ye pese on my panyini mahama etie say na wotwe mienu say ya antehwe ya
and your way, dear Sakra, near your Hunday, and your Sakra. Yet, or yet, Chenche Pa, and a beco a flash of house. Anunti, yes, sir, or my penny, or not your Osia, or your.
Gota be kone waka fe gota na afi ba wo fe da kanu mi kanu mo nye yi odala na mi na fe gota fe mo wana na efite se me ni ya la gbe nu mo bia mi wo so e wo pa wo president fe ka mo ko me po gbo ya o pa ke don
o aha ya tie se nso anse na ejabe se no ye sra MC na da roma wo de nsa dan se yam bia me challenge on to American money ya na ni pa adwuma na yeso wo no se o ma je afi contractor ni se mu a na da roma o mo po bi ma ama ya adwuma na ma enani chene ya ana ye wura nso to bi ma.
The situation remains critical and requires urgent intervention to address the drainage challenges and safeguard lives, property and businesses in the area.
Now, away from that, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Beniwa Akwele Oklo, has issued a strong warning against encroachments on the Sakumona Ramsar site, as she outlined key priorities on security, sanitation and infrastructure at the region's first coordinating council meeting for 2026. There is more.
The meeting, held in Accra, brought together metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, traditional leaders and heads of departments to review progress and set the region's development agenda. On security, the region remains largely stable, but concerns persist over land disputes and encroachment on protected areas, particularly the Sakumo Ramsar site.
The core area has been reduced to approximately 8.2 square kilometers. Following this development, RECSEC will support the Forestry Commission and the Tema West Municipal Assembly to undertake a demolition exercise to remove unauthorized structures within the core zone of Ramsar site and other Ramsar sites, hopefully next week. So next week, there'll be a demolition exercise within the Tema and other environs. Accordingly,
now, the fight against illicit drugs in the northern region is being firmed up as about 12 suspects have been arrested by the northern-based police unit called Red Maria, with various suspected illegal items, including substances suspected to be Indian hemp. Northern Regional Police Public Relations Officer says the unit is working hard to rid the region of illicit drugs and ensure a safe and secure city.
Command has made it or vowed to clamp down drug menace in the region. And so daily the operational team Red Maria, is working relentlessly in ensuring that all criminals who are engaged in this drug menace are arrested and prosecuted. And so if we have invited you this evening, we are here to tell you the suspects that have been arrested. And, we are also making our arrangements.
Let's now turn attention to other matters, as the MP for Norton and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, has expressed satisfaction with the pace of work on the Dofo Adidome Asikuma and the Drop on Asikuma sections of the Eastern Corridor Road. Now the project is valued at an estimated cost of $90 million, as is expected to boost economic activities in the Volta region, Eastern and Greater Accra regions due to its interconnected nature across these regions. About 70% of the stretch passes through the Northtown constituency, which the MP noted gives him the excitement to supervise the progress of the work.
The Aveime, part of my constituency, through Volivo, Asuchari, and then it enters Dofo Adidome through Podoi all the way to Asikuma. But before you get to Asikuma, there's the Ayiwata Junction, there's a Pongpo Junction. So it's really, I think, about 80% of this project is in my constituency, and I must commend President Mahama for the commitment to transform our country and to carry out this bold infrastructural projects. And the roads minister must also be commended for his commitment and his diligence. And I reserve the last commendations for the contractor. This Chinese contractor is doing a great job. I think Jiangxi Company Limited. He tells me that this is his third project in Ghana, and he was selected based on international competitive tender. So no wonder he's such an excellent contractor, very professional, and you can tell that they know what they're about. They have the dexterity, the gravitas, the know-how, the expertise, and you can see all of that brought to bear. Throughout this inspection, I've really been impressed and totally amazed. The quality of work, how they've raised, because we are prone to flooding when the Akosombo Dam is opened or when we have high rainfall. So they've really elevated the road, and they have also ensured that there are multiple bridges because we have so many streams, the Alabono stream, the Iwata stream, and Water River as well. And they have made sure that they've factored all of that in the construction of the road. It is important to emphasize that this is the road that will be serving as the approaches for the famous Volivo to Dofo Adidome Bridge, which President Mahama calls the second Yokohama Bridge, because the design is very much like the famous Yokohama Bridge in Japan. And that
That'll be all for the news updates here on Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Helena Nyeweja. Over to you now, Desmond.
Updates. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're talking the national AI strategy. We'll talk about that briefly, and also we have a conversation about Easy Paint, and then we delve into the Black Stars conversation. So stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
The ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event grounds and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us at 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
Hive Management Systems, in partnership with the Solid Waste Association of Ghana, invites you to the Green Go Hub official launch and fundraising event. Theme: Powering the Circular Economy with Smart Technology, with a focus on incentivizing segregation at source. Join us at the Mamphy Hall, Gimpa Green Hill campus on Thursday, 7 May 2026 at 10 a.m. Our special guest of honor is Niayi Bonte II, Bese Manche Adonte of the Ghana State, Chairperson, Nanama Entry, Executive Secretary of the Environmental Service Providers Association. Keynote addresses will be delivered by Honorable Samuel Nate George, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, and Professor Nanama Brown Kluche, Chief Executive of the Environmental Protection Authority. This event is proudly endorsed and supported by the Ghana National Plastic Action Partnership, the Environmental Protection Authority, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, the Environmental Service Providers Association, Zoomlion Ghana Limited, and Indigo Foundation, with media support from Media General, UTV, Metro TV, MX24, and 1957 News. To register as a sponsor or donor, visit www.gringo-hub.com or call 054-342-7085. Your fundraising host and MC will be Mr. Alfredo Kanse, with strategic partnership from Globalware, the East Legon Executive Fitness Club, Blue Skies, and Margins Group. This event is powered by MTN as the official title sponsor. Be part of the movement towards a cleaner, smarter, and more sustainable future.
Grab your bottle and unleash the taste of Storm Energy Drink. A bold flavor, a big attitude. Feel the vibe, own the moment. It's your time to be different. Storm Energy Drink, make your mark.
Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
From the break, and you're still watching Good Afternoon Ghana here on Metro TV with me, Desmond Okrekodan. So our first conversation for this afternoon, we're talking about the National AI Strategy, and that's an initiative from the Ministry of Communications. And we're going to be speaking with Professor Jerry John Ponyo. He's the lead for the National AI Strategy. He's also a telecommunication lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He joins us this afternoon. Prof, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us here. Right. Prof, so we have been talking about AI. We've been talking about how technology has evolved. From your quarters, why has it become necessary for us to have this as a country, a national AI strategy?
Thank you very much. So it is evident the potential that artificial intelligence wields with reference to the impact that it can make as far as our national economy is concerned. I mean, globally, there are many countries who are making significant gains as far as artificial intelligence is concerned, and Ghana as a country cannot be left out. AI has the potential of injecting billions as far as our national economy is concerned, but to be able to tap into this, it is important that we are intentional in having a plan with reference to how we want to engage with AI as a country, and therefore the need for us to have a strategy which will guide us in the next 10 years. Thank you very much.
Right, Prof. I mean, it's interesting you're talking about this, but the understanding, I'm sure, is something that as Ghanaians we've not fully, gotten that. So how are we going to make it work?
Exactly. So it is important that first and foremost we build capacity as far as AI is concerned, and so right from our educational curriculum up till implementation, what we are proposing is to ensure that we are integrating it into the way we train our students. Additionally, people who are engaged in the public sector, it is important that we take away the fear that AI is coming to take away people's jobs, and see how we can reorient ourselves so we consider AI as a tool that we can work with to enhance our productivity. And so basically those are things that we want to look at. Additionally, creating that enabling environment, making the necessary infrastructure available so that we can boost our productivity with AI is basically what the strategy seeks to push across. Yeah.
Right. So the main focus will be on, would say, the next generation, right?
Exactly.
And so there is a proposal, as you mentioned, to take it through our educational system. What is the country going to look like in the next, let's say, 10 years, in the next 20 years, as we want to promote the use of artificial intelligence in all spheres? What are we envisaging for those years ahead?
Yeah, so as we look into the next 10 years, we are looking at the vision of Ghana becoming an AI-enabled country, where right from sectors like agriculture, healthcare, transportation, energy, education, we have integrated AI into key sectors such that we are able to enhance our productivity significantly. Research has shown that at the minimum, if we are applying AI appropriately, we can enhance our productivity by at least 60%. And so as we look into the next 10 years, one, we are enhancing productivity, and two, in terms of the economy also, the hope is that we can boost our GDP significantly by engaging AI in the way we do our things. Yeah.
Prof, as we look at the positives of this, there's certainly a side of artificial intelligence that, if care is not taken, could do some wrong. How do we take care of that also, so that the excesses of it won't affect us and the generation ahead?
Exactly. Thank you very much for this question. The reality is that indeed there are positives to AI, but there could also be negatives in terms of its implementation, and for which reason the strategy also is mindful of that and pushes for ethical use as far as AI is concerned. And so at the end of the day, we are looking at not just AI, but we are advancing responsible AI. And responsible AI looks at a people-centered AI, an AI that adds value to the quality of life of the person. And so in terms of how we are using personal data, in terms of how we are treating people in the working environment, we want to be mindful of the fact that it is important that we apply AI ethically. And so we definitely want to ensure that in applying AI, people are not worse off, but it adds value to the quality of life of people in the health space, in the agri space, in the educational space. And most importantly, we are also ensuring that we are leaving no one behind. And so we are intentional about carrying on board even persons with disability.
Right. And for this, how much are we investing in that? How much do we put in to get the desired results we're looking at?
So the projection is to have a national AI fund that will start with at least 5 billion cedis. That is a proposal, and at the end of the day, government will make a statement regarding same.
So we're looking at a fund?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So in this education, as we go on with this strategy, what are we seeing you going on tours to universities to, educate people around? What's the lineup for us as we try to do this?
Okay, so the expectation is that we have an all hands on deck approach. So in terms of education, right from the primary schools up to the university level, we want to ensure that our curriculum is aligned as far as AI is concerned, and our students are future ready. So for instance, in institutions like the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, things have already taken off, and anyone who passes through the walls of KMUST now has an opportunity to take a course in responsible and fundamental AI. The same applies to those who come to do postgraduate, and we want this replicated in as many institutions as possible. And the hope is that as we build capacity with reference to our students, we definitely will be able to enhance our workforce in terms of productivity through AI.
Right. So the launch is tomorrow?
tomorrow exactly at 9 o'clock at Labadi.
Okay, right. So that's where all the discussions will take place. So we get to know all the details about that. Prof, thank you very much. I mean, as we wrap up on this, and on social media, there are conversations about AI here to take people's jobs and why people are using AI for flyers and all of these things. If you see some of these things, you know, as a professor in that field, what do you make of that? I mean, our knowledge about this artificial intelligence.
I think that it's important that we don't make the assumption that people can automatically use AI. It is important that we skill ourselves with reference to productively using AI. And so there are avenues like taking a course in prompt engineering where you can effectively prompt AI to be more productive. And so basically what we are saying is that we consider AI like a tool. A tool, when appropriately used, can enhance your productivity. But if you don't, then at the end of the day, even though it has potential to enhance your productivity significantly, you will not benefit from that. So it's important that we skill ourselves with reference to productively using AI as well.
All right. And as a lecturer, I'm sure you see some of the answers from your students.
Yes, I do.
So what do you tell them that? What do you tell them when you see some? Because of course these days we all use AI, but for academic purposes, as you are in that field, it must be tough. Yeah, seeing that's what everybody is using now.
Yeah, that is the reason why we are intentional about orienting our students with reference to the responsible use of AI. If you come to school to be educated, and at the end of the day, you are just churning out answers that AI is giving you, you are not learning anything. So we are intentional about making sure that students are using AI appropriately, and at the end of the day, they actually are building their capacity. And so what it means is that the examination regime with reference to our students also need to change, so that at the end of the day, rather than asking them to recall, you give them a project that they can leverage AI to be able to give you productive results.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Reverend Jerry John Kwanyo is the lead on the National AI Strategy, speaking to us there. The launch will take place tomorrow, 24th of April, at the Labadi Beach Hotel. So take note of that National AI Strategy. We're going to take a quick turn, and we're going to have our next conversation, which is going to be about easy paints. Right, I'm sure you definitely have been seeing the that is the adverts on Metro TV and all of that. So certainly it's one that you need to take note of, and then we'll get into our conversation about the Black Stars. And as I mentioned, Carlos Queiroz is in town. He's been presented to the Ministry of Sports. They've seen him, and very soon he will be addressing the nation on what is to be expected of him. We're live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana, also on DSTV channel 277. And then you can certainly join us on 94.1 FM on radio. So we're going to have that conversation now, and then we get into other matters right here on the program. So, yeah, we're going to have that conversation right here on Good Afternoon Ghana. And as we talked about the Black Stars, I'll be opening the phone line so that you can call in and share your thoughts with us here on the show, your expectations of Carlos Queiroz. Do you think that he will do the magic for the Black Stars? Of course, I know many of us were not happy with Otto Addo. He's been sacked, and these days you hear sack everywhere. That includes Chelsea's former manager, Liam Rosinha. He has also been sacked. So, sack everywhere. Hopefully, Carlos Queiroz would help us with that. So now let's talk about easy waterproof paints. And I have a guest seated here who will help us understand what it is. And I see the buckets here also. When we're done with the interview, I'm taking it to my house. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Right, I just want you to introduce yourself and we get going.
Good afternoon to your cherished viewers. My name is Zenobia Stephanie Opokudakwa. Okay. I'm from the sales and marketing of Easy Paints.
So you are the ones who do all to make sure that the viewers gets to go out there and get easy paint.
Exactly.
So let me just ask that, what is the unique thing about Easy Paint that beats every other product on the market?
Okay, so thank you for that. The unique thing that beats Easy from the others on the market is that's the only paint that once you buy it and you use it the correct way that you're told to do, solves your leakage problems and helps you with dampness in your homes.
Oh, okay. So there's got to be, you need to follow the instructions on it, and then...
Very well.
So the rains have been coming down. I mean, before I got into the studio, I saw the clouds have gathered, and it may look like it will drain. And many a times you'd go in for a paint, you paint your wall, you paint your room, wherever. After a few times the rains come down, you just see that it's peeling off and all of that. Why is it so important for us to get Easy Paints to help us with such situations?
Okay, so most of these problems that you're talking about are from, the salt in the land. And we just living in a part of the water that God created. He's just, parted some part of it and then given it to us as land. So virtually we live on the sea, but on the land as well. So once you start building, we recommend that the moment you get a land and you start your construction, you just have to look around the homes around where your land is. Just look around and see how the homes are. If you see that most of the walls there are always wet, but there's been no rain, and nobody has come to water there for maybe to say if there's a dusty place.
Right.
But you always see that the walls have water in them. Or you see that most of the walls in that neighborhood peel off. Every house, you see that the walls are peeling like you're watching on your screen.
Like you're seeing on the screen.
Yes. It is just telling you a very nice message, like, you go to a local church. So it's just telling you that watch out. This is exactly what you're coming to face. And to prevent these things, we recommend that the moment you hit the ground with your foundation, the next thing that has to go in is the Easy Waterproof paint.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that goes in your foundation after the concrete has been, placed in there. You don't mix it. When it's going in the concrete, you don't mix it. You just take it in the raw state and then you apply it with a brush. Just leave it there, let it dry. Then on the walls, you mix it with water.
Okay. So for the walls, you mix it with water?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because you see that a lot. You get into, well, I've experienced that also. You get into your room and then you just see that the lower part is all peeling off with water and all of those things. And so Easy Paint solves that particular...
It solves that.
What about the roof?
It does a very good job on that.
Okay.
So if your roof is new, you just bought it or it's just been done, you just fix it before it starts even showing you shaggy, as my friend will tell me. My roof is showing me shaggy. So once it's new, just apply the Easy Waterproof paint on it. And the nice thing about this paint is it comes in any color of your choice. So it doesn't matter the roof you have. If it's the concrete ones that we call the flows.
Okay.
So these cemented ones get to crack from the sun. It gets to crack in there. And because we don't usually go on top of the buildings to have a look, see this very nice house. You see, it's a house, eh? It's a house to you.
Yes.
But it's messed up.
Yeah, definitely, it's messed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these,
even with this one that's
so
showing,
this one is your roof telling you, I need help. Who is coming? I need help. And if you're not aware of these signs, they usually start coming in very round, yellowish, dirty yellow, dirty brownish, in the ceilings in the room.
Okay.
And once you see that, it means there's a problem on the roof. And, I love those people who come like the typical Ghanaian, it is just the bedroom that the problem is. But we forget that the roof doesn't just cover the bedroom. It covers the entire home.
Everywhere.
We went to work in a house, and the major problem was from the sitting room and the bedrooms. We completed, came back to the office, and in a month's time, the couple come back. Now the problem is in the other rooms. I told you, once you're treating, if you know it's the roof that you're treating, kindly treat the entire roof. Now with this very building, the uncompleted one that came, you can see that it looks very nasty. It's from the mold and fungi. So with a house like this, before you apply the Easy Waterproof, you need to do a thorough cleaning. Okay. And when I mean cleaning. Those are the floors, the cemented roofs I'm talking about. Yeah. So you paint it. You just don't leave it. Paint it with a waterproof paint. And then you don't have any problem when it rains. And then with that very nasty one, so this is the cleaning I'm talking about. Yeah. When they are very bad.
So this one?
Yes, we go in with water tanks.
Okay.
And hard brushes with soap. Because we need to get the fungi off the place.
Everything off.
Everything off. Leave it to dry before the paint is applied.
Wow.
So we don't want it to escalate to that state. So we just tell you, once you know you have a plastered house, just apply the Easy Waterproof. Don't leave it there because, you know, usually most people will leave the plastered house for some time before. So don't leave it. Once you leave it, it starts bringing out these problems.
Right. In all our doings, if someone is making your work easier for you, you need to take it.
Exactly.
Yes, and that's what Easy is doing because you cannot be in the room and the roof is leaking. Meanwhile, there's a solution for it. And so the instructions that you gave with how it is supposed to be applied and work perfectly, please do that again, and then we continue with that.
Good. So for a new building, freshly plastered building, you don't need any cleaning. All you need to do is once you buy the paint, you use maybe a dry spoon or a dry wood, scoop a little bit of it, mix it with water. Our first coat needs to have a texture as the evaporated milk.
Okay.
The first coat, that's your texture.
Right.
Then we leave it for a day to dry. Then we come back the next day to do the second coating, which is a thicker version of the first coating. Yes. But if you have places that have, on the roofs, that have nails and other opened, sheets in there, you do a very thicker coat to cover that side.
Cover all of that.
Yes. But if it's an old place, if it's a wall, you scrape all the paint down. Everything on the wall comes down. We do a good sandpapering. Then after the sandpapering, you check to see if the surface is very smooth. If it's smooth, you're good to paint. If it's not smooth, you need to do a fresh plastering. Leave it to dry, and once it's dried, you just mix your Easy Waterproof paint with water and then apply. For the foundations, you don't need water to mix. You just pour in the paint straight on the concrete, on the foundations. Old buildings, we have to clean. Old roofs, we have to clean with water, soap, and brush. And then you're good to go. Give it a nice painting, as that young man is doing there. And then all your leakage problems and your dampness are stopped.
Wow. You talk about we. So I would ask, there's a team that works on that?
We have a team that do that.
Okay.
But if you also bring your painter, just as I'm teaching people to do it on the, now, we can give them the correct way to do the application, from the cleaning to the drawing to the application.
Right.
And then you're good.
Okay. And
you can even do it yourself at home.
Okay.
So once it starts raining, you get some nice guys in the area, do some jollof or watch a party for them. Get them
to do the work.
Yes, they just go in there once it's raining and then start with the cleaning. I always tell people, once you know you have a leakage problem, just look out for the rains.
Right.
Once it starts raining, that's the best time to do your cleaning. And then when it's dry, you do your application.
Right. So guys, easy waterproof paint, making it easy for you. Yes, and so just make sure that you get that. I know the way we are saying it, she will tell us, where do we get easy waterproof paint?
Okay, so our main office is at Aveka Junction.
Okay.
We're just opposite the ship house.
Oh.
And then opposite the Allied filling station, if you're coming from Circle towards the La Paz. So you can give us a call on 0243 707696. 0243-707696. If you're in Accra, Tudu, we have a shop there, just opposite the Lebanon House. You can go in there, and then you get any color of the waterproof you're looking for, and the top-up acrylic paint as well. If you're in Kumasi, you can get it from Obros. Obros is just at Edum, just beside the Melcom.
Okay.
At Cape Coast, you can get it from King of the Universe and then Amy Men's Enterprise. Aside that, anywhere that they deal with hardware or building materials, just look out for those buckets.
Okay.
Look for those buckets. And please, my easy, it's E-Z-Z-Y, not E-A-Z-Y. E-Z-Z-Y.
Some people are already doing some fix on the market.
I know, those people, yeah.
So
Opana and his crew.
So it's E-Z-Z-Y.
Yes.
E-Z-Z-Y, easy waterproof paint. Go grab yours and get that embarrassment out of your house. It is really embarrassing.
I
You
know.
try something else, you scrape it off, the next moment it comes back. You think you're done, it comes back again and all that. But easy waterproof paint is here to make sure that there is a final solution to that leakage in your room.
Usually in China was assassin. So what you do is once you get there, what you have I said they will just taste it and then you get to know if the place is salty, or watch your walls. When you see that very black, and you know you haven't applied any black paint, it's telling you that that is in the line, so you need to treat it.
So 0243-707696, 0243-707696 is the number to call to grab your easy waterproof paint. And Zenobia, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you too.
I love the tutorials you gave. So please listen, go and listen, and go and make that call and get easy waterproof paint. As you go, do you know Ghana's Black Stars new head coach? You know his name? Okay, on that.
Black Stars na ye adwuma. Me dwe me kotoko hu. O ma me dwe me kotoko. I'm Black Stars.
No, Kotoko head coach just resigned.
And you ready thing. You know Kotoko, the thing is ukuma pema apembeba.
Na Black Stars eh.
Black Stars the Agenya Enterprise. I didn't come why. Money mu coach ni nyina.
We're taking a break. Zenobia, thank you for coming. 1 week, we're taking you to Alisa Hotel, where the unveiling of the Black Stars new head coach, Carlos Queiroz, is happening. The Portuguese is in town. Phil John Cotter will join me with other guests. So we discuss what to expect from him ahead of the World Cup. This is Good Afternoon, Ghana. Stay with me. We'll be back shortly.
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Hello, my friends. My name is Calkit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Calkits. Happy smile.
Hey, Bunty, why you there? Well, lie, tell her today will give me my money.
Oh, my guy, what's up? Oba 17 and baby. Scan on ASA.
Welcome back. This is Good Afternoon, Ghana. Our next conversation is a big one, and we're talking about the Black Stars of Ghana, and our newest head coach is in town to be unveiled to the nation today at the Alisa Hotel, and we'll get into that conversation. Phil John Korte is here with me. Kemi is also here, and Michael Kofi Odro is also at Alisa Hotel. And let's cross over to him as we understand that Coach Carlos Queiroz is making his way into the auditorium. Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael. What's happening? Give us a feel of what's happening there. Okay, so we're trying to connect with Michael Kofi Odro to understand what's happening there. Phil John Korte is here. Hello, Phil. I'm good. I'm good. I mean, my coach has been sacked.
So just before that, you were saying that everybody is everywhere. They sack.
They sack everywhere.
Wait and see what happens. It might be a 4-month holiday in Accra. We'll find out what happens.
We'll see how that goes. But it's been coming. Last night he arrived at the airport. We're going to play that in a bit. But just your general thoughts, a yes or no. Is he going to be the man to get Black Stars back onto the front of African football?
Well, I think per his pedigree, he's the highest coach you've had so far. That he's been to the World Cup before with Iran and Oman, and he's seen it all before when it comes to African football. He's coached Egypt before. What else do we need? But that 4-month period, I'm wondering whether he opted to be here for 4 months after the World Cup, or was the FA's decision. That's my only issue. But he's the highest ranked coach that we're going to employ. Yes, the Eastern Europeans have been here before. They've influenced our football. And this time around, the Portuguese, there's been a Portuguese because Barreto is a Portuguese. He coached the Blasters. But this is a sentiment who is 73 years. He's like a grandfather. I met him for the very first time. I was the first.
Yeah, you met him today, and you had been training also.
Yeah. I was the first journalist that gave me a small interview, took a picture of him. It was quite, nice. He spoke very, very well, proud to the presser. But hey, a lot will depend on what he's going to do the next 4 months. The FA should give the benefit of the doubt. He should be in for the doubt because he's seen it all. He's been to the World Cup before. He's been to the African Cup before. He's shown his pedigree. He's at the club level. He's been assistant coach of Manchester United when they were doing very well as Ferguson. He's led Real Madrid to win the Spanish La Liga before. So he knows everything when it comes to football. The West African terrain, the Sub-Saharan terrain is the issue. This is the first time he's coming to Sub-Sahara and coming to West African Ghana. This is what we have to expect from him.
Right, right. And of course, you can connect with us across our social media platforms. And on X, Metro TV is trending in there. Yeah, we're trending on there. So yes.